So let me hear it. Yay! We, like Terry Wilson said, we cannot lose any students. And pre-K, if we can keep them in pre-K, they'll be back for kinder. So I want to thank you for doing all that you do to promote our district, and you have the information before you. I would just like to remind you that this year we will also have the text messaging system that we had last year. Now last year the parent liaisons helped in passing that number around to give to parents. We'll send it to you via email as soon as we get it, so that you can share that number with your parents, all parents, because they, your students now have brothers and sisters at home. So please share it with everyone so that we can answer those pre-K questions. Also, if we can speak the same language, that would be great. Where's Ms. Gabriela? All right, I want you to remember 3 words. Apply. Stand up, Gabby. Apply. That happens on April the 2nd. The online application goes online. Parents will apply, not enroll, just apply. The next step after they apply, and if we can all talk the same language, everyone will know what's going on. The next thing will be enrollment. And then after enrollment, in August, they register. Okay. So if we can say that to all of our parents, they won't be as confused. I know that Mr. Padilla at Grand Prairie High, he's going to get questions about pre-K. And I know Ms. Smith at Fannin, you're going to get questions about pre-K. So all of you are here to hear the same thing, and we hope that we get as many students as we got last year. We ended up with 1,333. We want 2,000 or more. There is always room for pre-K. Always room. All right? All right, Emma.
Okay, I'm going to go as fast as I can. So here we go. The campus training. Go. All right. All pre-K parents, just like she said, are going to complete an online application. There is one online application this year. One in English, one in Spanish. Doesn't matter if they're tuition or they're free qualifying, there's only one.
That's great.
Thank you. All right. Remember, they have to be 4 years old. And in this, I put the dates. That's always a question everybody wants to know. So there's the dates. They have to qualify based on 7 criteria. I'll go over those in just a second. The number one thing I want you to remember, they have to have their immunizations before they attend. So that's next. Here we go. They have to, here's the qualifications for free. Being unable to speak English, that's not their first language. They speak another language other than English. Educationally disadvantaged. That is the same thing as economically disadvantaged. But in pre-K, it's educationally disadvantaged. So, again, that's going to be the free and reduced lunch program. Chris Gassaway, as soon as the feds post the information, you got a little calculator that you got to put on your computer that you could put in how many people live in the home and how much the annual income is, and then it said eligible or not eligible. He will get that ready and I will send that to you. Homeless, child of an active duty member of the armed forces, child of a member of the armed forces of the United States who was either injured or killed during the active duty. And then this is the last one. We got this more defined than we knew before. So, be in or have been in the, no, not that one. Anyway, conservatorship of CPS, do the next one. This one, this is the new one. They have to be a child of a Star of Texas Award recipient. There's literally a link that you can see that has the list of the names of the people. So, it's not just any fireman, policeman, EMT, which we thought that's how it was going to be. It's this. I will be sending this PowerPoint to you. This link in the PowerPoint is live, so you can click it if you need to look it up. Go ahead. All right. All pre-K students must have those shots before their first day of attendance, and a nurse needs to verify them. Let me grab, can you grab stickers? We have something new this year. On your envelope, there is going to be a place, a round circle for a sticker. Here is one of the stickers. It says, missing shots. What do you think that means? You're missing the shots. That's right. If you are the nurse, whoever decides that you're missing shots, so maybe it's Mel, maybe it's you in the summer, and you get a kid and you don't have shot record. You're going to slap this sticker on there and you're going to sign it that it's missing shots. Okay? That way, that's a note to either the nurse can do it, you can do it, whoever has it can do it. Now, once the shots are there and everything's complete, on top of the orange sticker, you're going to put a green sticker. And this one says, complete. Okay? What's going to happen is when I pick up all the envelopes and it goes to Crockett, the nurse now can look for orange stickers. Or she can look at green stickers, and she will be able to do this much faster when she's going through 600. Here's an envelope. So you see the round circle with the sticker? Now, the sticker's a little bit bigger than the circle, but I know you guys, you'd be calling, where do I put the sticker? I put a circle that says sticker. Okay? You might cover up a few of the words at the bottom. It's okay. Just put it on the circle. All right? Regular things you've got to bring. They've got to bring their birth certificate, proof of residency. Remember, residency affidavit. Do not have to be notarized for pre-K. Remember that, because they'll go wherever. Keep going. Driver's license, income information. Again, here's how the income information goes. Everybody listen carefully. Bill Young sent me an information piece even that I have. If you really want to read it, it's long, but you can have it. All the parent has to do is tell you how many people live in the home and how much the annual income is. What if the parent says, I make $200 a week? Then you may have to do the math because they may not be able to. But you've got to figure out the annual income and how many live in the home. You plug it into that calculator, it's either going to say eligible or not eligible. That's how you know. Now at the bottom of that envelope, where'd it go? Let me borrow our envelope again. Big problem we had last year. At the bottom of the envelope, it's got a said thing, box down here says completed by GPISD staff. I will not pick any envelopes up if you do not verify, which means I'm going to mark here for anybody that they're eligible for income, they're eligible for LEP. What do we do? What do we check on every single child? Nope. Well, you do that because that's a home language survey. Anybody that comes in that wants to be eligible, check the income. You can be eligible for pre-K for more than one thing. 90% of our kids that speak another language will qualify. However, for that little baby that's a 4 in English and a 4 in Spanish and they don't qualify because they're completely bilingual, if we've checked the income, they will qualify that way. So we want to check that for sure on everybody. But you must verify. If we get audited and these are not verified, we're going to be in a world of hurt. So that's a big thing this time. It says required on there. So when I come around to pick up, I'll be checking before I pick up. I'll check every one of these. Make sure your signature at the bottom is eligible. I can't even legible. I can't recite talking. It's not okay to have that scrawly, cute thing that just a big J that I don't know who you are. I gotta know who you are, so make sure I can read it. Okay. Go on. Okay. Here's the way it goes. You're gonna greet the parents. Maybe they got there and they haven't done the online app. You're gonna help them do the online application. You're gonna help them do whatever we need to help them with because we are a customer-friendly district. We want them to want to come back. So, application, once you have that, you're going to do the home language survey. At the top of the envelope, I put another thing up here at the top corner. It says HLS scanned and a date. Put your initials that you scanned it in. One thing that's really great for the date, I can call Cecilia and say, this was sent to you on this date. It helps her go back and look for it. Okay? You're going to verify. We just talked about that. Guys, you need to help the parent go through the new student online enrollment at your campus. Everybody that sent them away, gave them the information and sent them away to do it, we had struggles with that because some people never did it. And that poses a problem. If you need to scan documents in, what do you scan them into if they haven't done that new student online enrollment? You have nothing to scan to. So they've got to do that. So please be sure on April the 2nd, you have computers ready, you have people ready to help. Okay. Again, we went over the income. You're going to ask how many people are in the household, the annual income, going to put it in that calculator. If for any reason you get down to the point, they came in, they thought they were going to go for free. And guess what? They make too much money. And guys, I am really sorry, but you know, too much money might be $40,000, unfortunately. If it's mom and one kid, it's not what you think. You're going to go, oh, that poor woman. Well, she's not going to qualify. Okay, so, but you've got to go ahead and you've got to do it all. And if at that point, whatever happens, if they don't qualify, and you need to immediately tell them we have tuition-based pre-K. When you tell them that, if they're interested, great. One application. At the bottom of the application, I'm going to show that to you in a minute. It's got two buttons, one that says free, one that says tuition. At that point, you can call me at any point in this whole process so I can explain something to the parent. Just so you know right now, tuition-based pre-K, it's paid in 10 monthly payments of approximately $495. We're saying that because the state could change that. But right now, it's $4,950 for a year of pre-K, paid in 10 payments. They will pay a $50 deposit that will hold their spot. We turn no one away. I do not turn anyone away. I will find a place for that baby. So $50 is applied to the first month's tuition. It's not an activity fee. It's not anything. It is part of their tuition fee, but it also holds their spot. Parents feel real comfortable with this because they're used to paying. How many of you paid a deposit this year for even GPISD's daycare, right? Right? So you pay deposits for daycare. Everybody knows that. This was one of those things that we did that made everybody feel a lot better. Okay. Keep going. Okay, go back. At the bottom, at the end of the application, there's a place for them to do their electronic signature. It says in there that they're not lying. That's what it says. It says, I agree, I'm telling the truth. So that's why you don't have to worry about that income. Now, what if they brought you a SNAP letter? They automatically qualify, right? Because they've got it. All right, keep going. Okay. Then you're going to collect all those documents, make copies. You've got the envelope to put them in. You've got the checkoff on there. This is the enrollment part where you're going to be enrolling. This is also the part where they're doing the new student online enrollment. So you're going to get all your documents. If the campus nurse will be here right now. Until she leaves and goes off duty, she'll be checking the shop records for you. I'm training them this afternoon, so they're going to be very aware of the sticker process and everything. So be sure they're looking at the shop records. Once you've done all of that, you've got to scan in your home language survey. Then you've got all those packets completed. Then, let me show you something. Well, you know what? I'm going to show it to you at the end. At the end, I'm going to show you, I've already sent you a link. How many of you saw the link that I sent to you for your Google Doc? Oh, yay! All right. Well, and Shane's here. If you can't get into Google Doc, he's the Google Doc master, so he can get you into Google. So if we are in the same office, I can holler across the room and say, Shane, Miss So-and-so's not in Google's, and he can reset it. Okay? So if you have a problem, let me know. That was in the email, but be sure you do. Keep going. All right, tuition. It works exactly the same way, except that when you get down to the part where they need to pay the $50 deposit, this year you're going to be able to, we've got a link on the early education page, and it's on Easy Child Track. It's the same program that parents pay for Beyond the Bell. You're going to be able to click on that. They can set up an account. They may already have an account. They may have to add a child to that account. There's several things there, but it's real simple. It's all very user-friendly. So they don't have to go to the Ed Center. They can do it right there. Pay their $50 online. Now, what if they want to pay cash or a check or something like that? Then they have to go to the Ed Center and they have to come see Gabby. Okay? So we're trying to make it even easier. Keep going. I'm going to show you the online document in just a second. Keep going. All right, so it goes live April 2nd, that morning at 8 o'clock. We're going to try to have rosters to you so that campuses can notify parents that this is their place. This is where they're going to go to pre-K. So I'm going to try to have that to you early, like the second week of May, so that those kids will all be notified by the last day of school where they're going to be. Now, during that time, they're going to still be enrolling, so we'll have to do the best we can, but we'll make sure everybody gets informed. Okay? Keep going. That's all the slideshow. Now, let me show you. Okay, and don't forget, in August, they have to register, but also remember, August 1st, if a child comes in for pre-K, this question comes up every time. If a child comes in for pre-K in August, they don't do that enrollment process. They register, remember? It's like any new student that you have. Okay. This is InfoSnap. Scroll down. Scroll down. Oh. Okay. Well, let me just tell you about it really quick because it's not working. Thank you, technology. When you go in, the first part of it is all the information about them. All right? It's everything. Now, this year there's something new. If they have it's going to ask them, do you have a sibling in GPISD? And if they say yes, then a whole new little thing will appear. It'll ask them where their kid is, their sibling is, and what grade they're in. Okay? We're doing that on purpose because any of some of the schools were getting 18-month-old siblings. Well, those are not children in GPISD. We want to know if they've got a sibling because we try to keep siblings together at campuses. Okay? So that's going to come up. If they're a GPISD employee, that's going to come up it's going to pop up a window that says, if you're an employee, where are you working? It's going to ask you what campus are you at? And it's got a whole list, including the Ed Center, maintenance and operation. It's got everything. So, it's going to come up, they're going to tell you that. Oh, yep, she got it all up. Okay, go down. Good deal, Gabby. Okay, right here, see where it says pre-K program selection? Tuition's going to give you one set of selections of choices. Click on free. Free is going to give you what program, and then it's going to give you choices. And it'll be a different selection of choices. Okay? Do you see how that works? So, the only people who can correct an application are going to be me and Gabby. So if like a parent's done the wrong thing and you know it, you need to correct it, call me and we can make it work. Okay? Okay. This is what I gave you. How many of you had to look up home campuses because we were trying to give pre-K something so that we could do, y'all know what I'm talking about, the letter? Well, the reason that happened is because people didn't fill out home campuses on this. So this time we're going to ask you to identify the home campus. And there we go. It's a little different, so I want everybody to be sure you're looking at it this time really carefully. It's real important that you fill this out because I'm going to use this to do the roster. You remember, this is a live document, so each one of you've got a tab at the bottom for your campus. Now, the reason secretaries are in here today with PEIMS clerks, last year, remember, we did PEIMS clerks, and then they were fixing, I think it was your PEIMS clerks last day, and I trained secretaries. That wasn't a good plan. So, secretaries, you're going to be on your own in June. You need to work with your PEIMS clerks so you really know how to make this happen. And this document we sent, it's live for you too, so that you know how to do NSOE, you know how to do this. So be sure y'all are working together so that you know both of you have the ability to make this happen. All right, that's everything that I have. Any questions? Oh, Shane's been recording this. I'm going to send you a link. I'll send you the PowerPoint so that way, if there's something you missed or something you want to look at, you'll get both of them so that you can go back, or say you've got one of your partner people is on maternity or something like that. You've got something so everybody can be on the same page. Everybody good? Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, guys, Amanda, a number of phone calls from people who say, I went to